Hi there, my name's Alexander Fenter and I've been invited to do this course with the Vineyard Churches for UK and Ireland, and this is an introduction to the whole course called Doing Spirituality, and the subtitle is Racism and Reconciliation, Justice and Transformation in Church and Society, and each of those words are really important. So it's based on the book that I've written, Doing Reconciliation, which came out of my personal journey under apartheid in South Africa back in the 1980s and early 1990s. And it's essentially about addressing racism, working for reconciliation, a theology of justice and social transformation, both in the church and also obviously for the world, for society, because if the church doesn't change, society will not change, in the sense that we are called to lead society and be witness to society. So it's the format of this course is 6 learning blocks. There will be 3 or 4 15-minute segments to each learning block, and then there will be questions for reflection and discussion at the end of the learning block for small group discussion and for also a self-reflection. The purpose of the course is essentially to equip Christians and local churches with a biblical kingdom theology and praxis for social transformation. So as Vineyard, we were raised and born into what we would call the kingdom worldview of Jesus of Nazareth, and we seek to not only understand it biblically, theologically, but also to practice it in local church and in society. So this course will equip us with a kingdom paradigm to work for justice and reconciliation, and the end goal is hopefully to help produce and nurture diverse, multicultural local churches that engage in society to bring reconciliation and healing. The key text that I always use for this course is Jesus' words, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God." And we're not peacekeepers, the United Nations, but we are the Jesus nation that intervenes to make peace wherever there is no peace. And so the 6 learning blocks, in closing this little introduction, to give you an orientation as to what we will cover, is the introduction, which is the first learning block. I look at the context, the world context, our essential framework of the kingdom, and give some important definitions. The second learning block is about story, my own personal story. Hopefully you get in touch with your story. Also the church's story, national story, your nation, wherever you are. And it's all about facing racism, classism, and sexism. The third learning block is about God's story. So I work out the meta-narrative. I share the meta-narrative of Scripture in terms of reconciliation, and I call it God's 7-act drama of history, His story. So we look at God's story, then Jesus' story, which is Act 5, which is learning block 4, then the church's story as the reconciled and reconciling community of the kingdom. And then we end up the last learning block on models of transformation, models of reconciliation, and models of social transformation, which we can engage in. It's very practical and specific. So that gives you an idea of what the course is about. Welcome to the course. Thank you.